There's a lot of things in life that require motivation to get them going. And practicing self-care and self-compassion is no exception, especially if anything involves stepping out of your comfort zone. Which is kind of ironic because stepping out of your comfort zone is the greatest way to learn and discover your strengths and the things you love the most about yourself and your life. No worries. Today I'm going to go over some motivation tips in today's podcast that you can use to be motivated for anything in your life, but I'm going to focus a little bit more on self-compassion on today's Coffee with Colleen. If this is your first time listening to Coffee with Colleen, welcome. My name is Colleen Hammond. I'm a former on-camera meteorologist for the Weather Channel, network news anchor, Miss Michigan. Now I'm an executive coach. I teach science-backed resilience training, and I transform leaders and top performers by helping them decrease stress, but at the same time increase their energy flow and productivity. And a small part of what I do is help my clients discover how to be more self-compassionate. So let's get to today's episode. Listen closely, take some notes, jot down the 5 tips I'm going to give you. And in an effort to spread more positive messages in the world, can you do me a favor and share this episode? Just use the hashtag Coffee with Colleen on social media and then tag me or DM me on any of my social medias. The links are all in my show notes. And thanks again for listening. Now, let's talk about motivation. And again, these motivational tips can easily be used to inspire you to get anything done in your day and get your day started right. But anything without consistent action or momentum, you just can't expect to get anything done realistically. A common barrier to self-compassion is finding the motivation to do it or the time. And it just sounds simple to say, just do it. But changing your lifestyle or adding things into your routine takes time and a bit of effort. And besides, you don't always feel like doing it, and that's okay. But I encourage you to take action and prevent yourself from avoiding any kind of self-compassion altogether. So I'm going to give you 5 tips to help find the motivation for self-compassion. The first and foremost, just make it fun and rewarding. If it's something that you feel like you have to do, then you're probably not going to feel motivated to do it. I have to do this to reduce my stress. Well, that doesn't really reduce your stress. So be sure the self-compassion activities that you pick are right for you. They're fun, they're rewarding, and you look forward to them. Number 2, find an accountability partner. You can find other people that have similar interests, or maybe ask your friends and family to join in a self-compassion challenge with you. Then you can become each other's accountability partner, and then you avoid making excuses or neglecting your plan altogether. Accountability partners can help you overcome the idea of doing something for yourself by including others with you. And that's very useful because a lot of us tend to put the needs of others before ourselves. So if we're doing this with them or we're going to show up for them because we are their accountability partner, it's a win-win. Number 3, define your resistance in order to crush it. So dig deep and find out what's holding you back. Why do you need the motivation for self-compassion in the first place? This means something in your plan isn't just fitting just right, and it doesn't align with you or your overall virtues or plans for life, your vision, your mission. So, for example, what do I mean? You want to add more physical activity, but you think you have to do that at a gym, and you don't feel comfortable in a gym environment, so you avoid exercise altogether. Well, be honest and find out that in that setting, you don't feel comfortable. You can't get active there. So there are other ways you can get active. You can do a pedal. I'll put a link in the show notes that there's a pedaler that I use and a little stool. And if I'm going to watch TV, I make a deal with myself. I have to sit on the mini pedaler and do that. I don't have to be at a gym. So define that part of your plan that's giving you that resistance and then crush it. Number 4, make it fit into your schedule. Don't try to do or be something or someone that you're not. Like, for example, if you're not a morning person, but you have to feel like you have to wake up early, that ends up leading to you making more mistakes throughout the day. So getting up early to meditate or work out or whatever, that may not be the right time to implement that self-compassion habit for you. And there's no one-size-fits-all self-compassion plan. Just because you can't be a morning person doesn't mean you can't be healthy or develop a great and functional self-compassion plan. And finally, get a little crafty. Maybe turn your self-compassion routine into a craft project that involves you being fully involved. Maybe you like charts. So instead of having an app to track it on your phone, do a visual chart on the wall and track your results that way. So you can visually see and feel and touch how well you're doing. Those vision boards that's why they're so successful, because those can inspire you to crush your goals. The most important thing in the end is to just do it anyway. You won't always feel like doing it, but once you get started, you'll feel better. So oftentimes it's just, I'm just going to read for 5 minutes, or maybe I don't have time for an hour and a half meditation. I'm just going to meditate for 5 minutes. Just do a little bit of something. A 7-minute routine. There's lots of apps out there for exercise that you can exercise in 7 minutes. Do something. You are important. And you should make yourself a priority. Use these tips to find the motivation to kick your self-compassion plan into action so you can live a longer and healthier life. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Coffee with Colleen. Tell some people about this show or just this episode and spread some positivity. A lot of times we're in right now, it's kind of chaotic and negative. So be that leader of positivity and encouragement to your friends. Hit the share button, pick 3 people you'd like to help, or maybe somebody you'd like to be an accountability partner with. Take a screenshot, share the screenshot on social media and tag me, Coffee with Colleen, or just tag my name on whatever social media that is. And if you'd like to help share positivity in the podcast grow, please rate and review the podcast on Apple Podcasts. That really, really helps. And I read all of them. So hopefully give us 5 stars. If you want to give us 4 stars, don't bother. Just cheer us on and leave us a 5-star review. My last thought for today is the same as it always is. Please remember, you are stronger than you think. The future holds amazing things for you. Today is going to be a great day, and every morning is an